several years ago, we went to San Diego, took my two boys along with, and we had a great time. My wife planned a lot of really cool things for us to do. We went to Wild Animal Park, San Diego Zoo, Balboa Park, La Jolla, Del Mar. I mean, we hit a lot of places. We had a lot of fun. It seemed like everyone was having fun except me. I remember one day I finally was just kind of moping around in the morning, and my wife said, what's going on, man? And I said, you know, everyone seems to be doing their thing, but I don't feel like I'm doing my thing. And she says, well, what do you want to do? And I said, I don't know. So, you know, that afternoon we went to La Jolla on the beach there, and the boys wanted to get some boogie boards, and I went with them into a surf shop, and I got this. I saw it on the shelf. It's a Frisbee. And back in the 70s, this is what I did in my free time with my buddies. We hung out in the woods like this and tossed a Frisbee. So I bought the Frisbee, and the boys and I played on the beach for about 2 hours. We put the boogie boards aside and just was doing this, and I taught them a lot of really cool tricks. And it just reminded me of something, and that is, you know, we have to take good care of ourselves, and we need to know what it is we like and who we are and what we're about. And, you know, today I want to talk to you a little bit about how you can shift into doing things for yourself by keeping 3 key shifts in mind. You know, and one of them is just really you have to shift your thinking. That's what I had to do. You know, I had to really shift my thinking and say something along these lines. You know, Don, you matter. And if you matter, then you have to do things that matter to you. So I'm thinking, yeah, I matter to myself, I matter to others. And if that's the case, then I want to be my best for myself and for others. And that really began to shift my thinking in terms of, well, what do I do to make myself well, to take good care of myself? And I realized it's not up to others to take care of me. It's not up to others to put that schedule together, so to speak. It's really up to me. And it began with this Frisbee, you know. And then I realized a second shift I had to make, and that was a shift in my schedule. I noticed as I looked at my schedule, it was really filled with all kinds of activities and responsibilities that were about taking care of other people. And there wasn't much on there. I don't think there was anything on there was for me. So what I had to do really was really shift my schedule. I mean, I had to make room for me time. And to do that, I had to choose things and shift my priorities around that gave me an opportunity to put my me time at a time that would really work for me. In other words, I had to plan my me time at a time that would optimize success, that would really get it done. So if you're thinking about your me time, you want to shift your thinking in terms of, hey, I matter and I need to focus my time on taking good care of myself, but I also need to shift my schedule so it can maximize taking that time. For me, early mornings I get up, I have a lot of me time, I do reading, spiritually, intellectually, catch up on what's going on. I do my workouts in the morning. I go to the gym. I play basketball a couple times a week. So my schedule shifts in order for me to get my me time. And you have to protect that time, you know. So that means discussing it with your wife, discussing it with your family, help them understand the value of it for you, and then really protect it. And then the third shift, the third shift besides your thinking and your schedule is really your approach. If you're going to have some me time, it's really important that you set yourself an achievable goal. I started out small by just trying to get to the health club once a week, and as I did that, you know, and became successful in doing that, I moved it up to twice a week, and then 3 times a week. And before I knew it, I was seeing guys playing basketball, and I thought, well, hey, you know, that's interesting. I used to play all the time before. I'm in my 40s now, and can I do that still? And I remember watching these guys play, and then one of the guys invited me to come out and join because they needed another player. So I went out there and played and gassed myself playing, but it was good. And you know, 14 years later, I'm still playing with these guys and other guys because I have now added that into my schedule and my approach. So I say start small, get some traction, and then as you get into a rhythm, add something else along the lines. I'm going to wrap up here in just a minute, but if you're interested in and getting a model that I use, that I developed for myself, that kind of helps me track what I'm doing in certain areas to take care of me and what I can add to it. It's kind of my way of starting the year and just kind of reviewing what I do. I'd love to send that to you. The best way you can get that is just leave a comment below this video blog and just ask me for it. And then give me an email, or if you're a subscriber, subscribe, you'll get it. There are different ways you can contact me. Just use my email address as well. I'd love to get that to you. So, shift your thinking, shift your schedule, shift your approach, and I think it'll work real well for you. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.